All right, so welcome to part 3 of understanding your shoulder pain. We're going to get into some self-massage techniques that you can do using a lacrosse ball and a foam roller that hopefully is going to help you reduce some pain in your shoulder, manage range of motion, get some blood flow to that area to hopefully help you do some of those activities in your daily life a little bit easier without that shoulder pain. So the areas that we're going to be hitting first with the lacrosse ball is going to be looking at these rotator cuff muscles that we talked about in part 1. So we're going to be hitting this lower area, and then we're also going to be having this lacrosse ball come up into this upper trap area, kind of in our upper shoulder, and you can even hit this mid-back area with this lacrosse ball against a wall. Why we pick a lacrosse ball is it's just the best form of firmness compared to a little bit of give. So using a tennis ball has a little bit too much give. Using something more like a plantar fasciitis ball, if you have that laying around or something, is too hard. So using this lacrosse ball really does feel the best. It lets you get after some of these areas while causing a little bit of discomfort, but also letting you feel like you're getting some recovery and some benefit from the lacrosse ball. So again, on Amazon, 2 for $8. So all we're going to be doing is leaning into this lacrosse ball, kind of roll back and forth, and what you're trying to feel is areas that kind of feel good, but maybe feel a little bit tender at the same time. We're trying to work out some tension, increase some blood flow to these areas. And you can kind of roll around to the back side of your shoulder as well and lean into it. You can work up and down, move it around. You can keep working it closer to your shoulder blade, so we're on that back lower rotator cuff muscle. You can put it a little bit lower, again, roll around, or you can also sink down a little bit and actually let it come up to your upper trap area. And again, just slowly kind of work that area till you feel whether it's a knot or some sort of tender area. Lean into it. You can hold it for 10 to 15 seconds on a certain spot. You can just roll back and forth. There's no overdoing it, but you don't need to go crazy with your pressure on this one. It should feel fairly good while you're doing it. Moving on to the second massage technique, we're going to be using a foam roller. And what we're going to be using is this foam roller to hit our latissimus dorsi muscle. So this is a monster muscle that goes and it actually connects onto the inside front portion of your shoulder. This is a big muscle that can aid in range of motion deficits, can give you some pain. So we're going to be using this foam roller in order to work that area out, work some tension out, increase some blood flow, get you feeling better. So putting this on the ground, kind of showing you how it works. All we're going to be doing is putting our arm over the top. Again, I'm kind of starting at my armpit level. And then all I'm doing is rolling up, looking for some of those tender areas, and rolling back down. And that's it. If you get some of these tender spots that you want to hang out there for 10, 20 seconds, go ahead. You only need to do this for maybe 1 to 2 minutes on each side. You can do this pre-workout, you can do this after workout. It doesn't really matter. You can do it in the middle of the day if you need to. So these are just a couple of the massage therapy techniques that you can be using to hopefully reduce some pain, improve some range of motion within your shoulder. As we move on in this video series, we're going to be talking about some healthy habits with sleep and with posture throughout your day, as well as some self-tests that you can be doing to help see if you have some shoulder pain that you should go get looked at.